14 from the fantasy basketball season, and here's a few forwards I would drop this week. The first guy, Kyle Anderson of the Memphis Grizzlies. So Kyle Anderson here, he hasn't been that great over the last few weeks here, and he's been dropped in 4% of leagues on the season here for Anderson. His numbers have gone way down from last season to this season. 8.2 points a game, 5.3 rebounds, 2.6 assists, 1.1 steals, and 43% from the field here for Anderson. The last few games, though, pretty much empty stat lines. I know he can rebound the basketball decently, but he's not really doing much of anything else to be worthy in 10 and 12 team leagues as a guy to be on your roster. January 13th versus the Timberwolves, 6.6 rebounds, 3 assists, a block, 42% from the field. January 14th versus the Mavericks, 12 points, 5 boards, and assists, 2 threes, 40% from the field. Then January 17th versus the Bulls, 4 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, 3 steals, a block, and 40% from the field. So right here, not scoring the basketball great. I know he's rebounding decently, but you could find that pretty much anywhere on the waiver wire is the rebounding, and he's not doing much of anything else. I know he had 3 steals in his last game, but right now he's not playing major minutes, only about 20 minutes a game for this Grizzly team. And this week here, while he's done nothing over the last few weeks, I would drop Anderson. The next forward I would drop this week's P.J. Washington of the Charlotte Hornets. So P.J. Washington, it's been an up and down season for him, but now fantasy owners have dropped him in 6% of fantasy leagues over the last week. On the season, 9.7 points a game, 5.5 rebounds, 2.3 assists, a block, 1.7 threes a game, and 43% from the field. But the last few weeks here, he's pretty much been non-existent for fantasy owners. Is P.J. Washington, 5.7 points a game, 6.5 rebounds, 2.2 assists, a steal, and only 33% from the field. So right here, he's not scoring the basketball. The rebounds have been decent, but he's not doing anything else, and his field goal has been pretty poor, and he's only playing about 20 minutes a game. The last few games for him, January 12th at Philly, 2 points, 8 boards, 2 assists, a block, a steal. January 14th versus Orlando, 4 points, 2 rebounds, and assist. And January 17th at the Knicks, only 2 points and 6 rebounds and 16% from the field. So with the poor scoring and the poor field goal, there's no reason to hold on to Washington, in my opinion, this week. And the third and final forward I will look to drop this week's Maxi Kleber of the Dallas Mavs. So Maxi Kleber, he's been up and down this season as well, but Maxi Kleber, he was a decent pickup last week with Porzingis out, but now he's only been playing 15, 20 minutes a game, and he's banged up as well with an injury here that he hurt in Monday's ball game with the knee is Kleber. So on the season for Kleber, 7.4 points a game, 5.8 rebounds and assists, 1.7 threes, and 41% from the field. So now he's been dropped in 7% of leagues over the last few days here. And with the injury and with Porzingis back, there's no reason to keep him on your roster. The last few games here for Kleber, January 14th at Memphis, 3.7 boards and assists, a 33% from the field. January 15th versus Orlando, 3 points, 2 boards, 2 assists, a block. And then January 17th, before he left the ball game versus the Thunder, 8 points, 3 boards, 2 threes in that one. So right here, he's banged up, not playing big minutes, and he's given pretty much fantasy owners empty stat line. So he's an easy drop this week. So that's a few forwards I would drop here for week 14 of the fantasy basketball season.